Hello, everyone. I am so grateful to have you with me today. What we're going to explore in this video is something that holds immense power to change your life: the ability to cut yourself off from toxic people. You might be wondering, why is this so important? Well, I can tell you this. Toxic people can hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. They can drain your energy, manipulate your emotions, and keep you from realizing your true potential. If you've ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of negativity, self-doubt, and emotional exhaustion due to the people around you, you know just how powerful that can be. But here's the good news. You have the power to change it. Today, we're going to walk through 5 powerful ways to cut yourself from toxic people and create space for the positive, uplifting energy that you deserve. It's not going to be easy, but trust me, it will be worth it. This journey is all about empowerment. You're taking control of your own life, and in doing so, you are stepping into your greatness. So, if you're ready to take the first step toward reclaiming your peace, let's dive in. 1. Recognize the toxicity. The first and most essential step in cutting yourself from toxic people is recognizing the toxicity. This is where everything starts, but it's also where many of us struggle. Sometimes toxicity is subtle, almost undetectable at first. It may not be as obvious as harsh words or overt insults. Sometimes, toxic people come in the form of seemingly caring family members or friends who act like they have your best interests at heart. But in reality, their behavior leaves you feeling empty and drained. Toxic people don't always show their true nature right away. They might begin as charming, fun, or even helpful. And over time, the cracks begin to show. It could be small things at first: disrespecting your boundaries, manipulating situations to their advantage, or making you feel guilty for wanting time to yourself. But when this pattern continues, it starts to chip away at your self-esteem, your peace, and your ability to grow. So, how do you recognize this? Ask yourself, how do I feel after spending time with this person? Do you feel uplifted, inspired, and motivated? Or do you feel drained, confused, or belittled? If you constantly feel emotionally exhausted, if you find yourself questioning your worth after interactions with certain people, those are signs that the toxicity is taking root. The important thing here is to acknowledge it without judgment. Recognizing that someone is toxic isn't about labeling them as bad people. It's about acknowledging the negative effect they're having on you. And by doing that, you're taking the first step in taking back control over your own well-being. 2. Set boundaries and stick to them. Once you've recognized the toxicity, the next step is to set strong, clear boundaries. This might sound simple, but it's one of the most difficult things to do, especially if you've been accustomed to putting others first or letting them dictate the terms of your relationship. The idea of setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable, especially when you're used to people-pleasing or avoiding conflict. But the reality is, setting boundaries is not only a sign of self-respect, it's an act of self-love. Boundaries are not about controlling others or shutting them out. They're about protecting your own peace and emotional health. It's saying, this is what I am willing to accept, and this is what I won't tolerate. It's about drawing a line in the sand and being firm in your decision. When you set boundaries, you are telling the people around you what you need in order to feel safe, respected, and valued. And while some may respect those boundaries, others will push back. Here's the thing. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your boundaries. You don't have to justify your need for space, your refusal to tolerate disrespect, or your choice to prioritize your mental health. Your peace is your responsibility, and you deserve to protect it. When someone pushes against your boundaries, it's a test. They may try to guilt trip you, manipulate your feelings, or make you feel like you're being too strict. But let me be clear. Standing firm in your boundaries is not selfish. It's essential. It's how you protect your heart and your well-being. Remember, you're not doing this to punish anyone. You're doing it because you value yourself enough to not let anyone, no matter how close they are to you, drain your energy or steal your joy. You are the keeper of your own peace. 3. Limit contact and create emotional distance. Now that you've set your boundaries, it's time to take action. The next step in cutting toxic people from your life is to limit contact and create emotional distance. And this can be one of the hardest steps, especially if it's someone you've been close to for a long time. Whether it's a family member, a friend, or even a romantic partner. The thought of limiting or cutting off contact might feel daunting or even wrong. But here's the truth. Your peace, your well-being, and your personal growth come first. Creating emotional distance doesn't mean you have to completely sever ties, though in some cases, that might be necessary. It means recognizing when you need to step back in order to protect yourself. It could look like taking a break from daily communication, limiting the time you spend with this person, or deciding to only engage in specific types of interactions that don't drain you. Distance allows you to regain perspective. It gives you time to reflect on how the relationship is affecting you, and it provides space for healing. Often, the closer we are to a toxic person, the harder it is to see the full picture. But when you create space, you start to see things more clearly. You begin to recognize the patterns, the manipulation, the control, or the lack of respect. The emotional distance you create also allows you to rebuild your own emotional strength. This is your time to reconnect with yourself, to rediscover your own voice, your desires, and your dreams, without the noise or interference from someone who brings negativity into your life. 4. Surround yourself with positive, uplifting people. The next step is incredibly powerful. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. You've probably heard the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Well, let me tell you, this is true. The people you choose to surround yourself with will have a profound impact on your mindset, your outlook, and the trajectory of your life. When you make the decision to distance yourself from toxic people, it's important to actively fill that space with positive, supportive people. These are people who see your potential, who lift you up when you're down, who inspire you to be better, and who celebrate your successes. Surrounding yourself with such people will not only help you heal from the toxicity, but it will also accelerate your personal growth. Positive people help you maintain perspective. They remind you of your worth. They encourage you when you falter, and they offer guidance when needed. They don't tear you down. They build you up. They don't create drama. They create peace. These are the people who make you feel alive, who make you want to keep growing, and who challenge you to step into your greatness. Remember, it's not just about the quantity of your relationships, it's about the quality. You don't need a huge circle. You just need a small group of people who truly care for you, who align with your values, and who respect you for who you are. Start cultivating relationships with people who bring out the best in you. These relationships will not only fill you with positivity, they'll also give you the strength to let go of those who don't belong in your life. 5. Don't feel guilty for letting go. Finally, and most importantly, don't feel guilty for letting go. This is something that many people struggle with, especially when it comes to family members or longtime friends. You may feel guilty for distancing yourself, for setting boundaries, or for choosing to let go of a relationship that no longer serves you. But let me remind you of something. Your well-being, your happiness, and your peace are worth more than any relationship. Letting go isn't about being harsh or unkind. It's about recognizing that you have the right to protect your mental and emotional health. You don't have to carry the weight of toxic people in your life just because you've known them for years, or because they're family, or because they've been there for you at some point in your life. If someone is constantly draining you, if they make you feel worthless, if they push you to compromise your values, it's okay to let them go. You are allowed to release relationships that are no longer healthy for you. It doesn't make you a bad person, it makes you a brave person. Someone who is choosing their own peace over toxic ties. It takes courage to let go, but it's the most powerful thing you can do for yourself. So to recap, cutting toxic people from your life is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. By recognizing toxicity, setting boundaries, limiting contact, surrounding yourself with positive people, and letting go without guilt, you are creating space for peace, growth, and fulfillment. You are worthy of being surrounded by people who honor you, respect you, and help you become the best version of yourself. Your energy is sacred. Protect it, nurture it, and guard it fiercely. You don't owe anyone your happiness, and you certainly don't owe anyone your peace. Take control, stand firm, and remember, you are worth it. Thank you for being with me today. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. Let's keep moving forward on this journey together, one step at a time. Until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, the best is yet to come. Stay strong, stay positive, and keep moving toward the life you deserve.